There are three major types of speeches. And before you speak, you have to ask yourself, what speech am I giving? Because that will help you be relevant. I'm sure you've seen people who speak at barriers and they're like, did he have to say that? Or the guy comes and speaks at a wedding and like, so what is the relevance of this information? So the moment you don't know the type of speech you're supposed to give in somewhere, you become irrelevant. Now, before we look at the types of speeches, we then should look at the factors that dictate the type of speech you should give. Three factors. Factors that will determine the type of speech you should give. Factor A is what we call purpose. We've already looked at the four major purposes of speaking. What are the four major purposes of speaking? Anyone? I don't think you're in class, but you can try. Information? Yeah, in between. That means to inform. Purpose number one, to inform. Yes, Irene? So we have to inform, to influence, to inspire. Both of these are persuading, but they are different. I'm not going to go into that unless someone doesn't know it. You ask later. And then we also have to entertain. Entertain. These are the major purposes of speaking. At any given time when you're communicating to a public, you're either informing, influencing, inspiring, or entertaining. Factor number two that will dictate which type of speech you're going to give, hi Sarah, is occasion. Where are you going to speak? So the occasion could be a wedding, the occasion could be a workshop, the occasion could be an annual performance, something event, but the occasion could also be a burial. The speech you give at a birthday party is not a speech you give at a wedding. That is why at the end of, I've realized people struggle with that. Most of the people that reach out to me because they want a speech written, usually it is not when they are going to give formal speeches. Keynote speeches. No. It is because, man, I was chosen to be the best man. I don't know what to say. My husband is celebrating this. There's a Thanksgiving. My child is graduating. And they just don't. They know in their head what to say, what they would wish to say. They just don't know whether it's what they should say and how to say it. So the occasion determines the type of speech. And lastly, the audience.